Hello everyone, in our last video we learned about this and super, how constructors chain together in inheritance. Today we are going to learn about one of the most powerful features that inheritance enables, which is method overriding in Java. Absolutely. So method overriding is when a child class provides its own specific implementation of a method that already exists in the parent class. Let me give you a real life analogy. Imagine a parent has a general recipe for making soup. The child learns the recipe, but decides to make it their own way, adding their own ingredients and their own style. The dish is still called soup, but the child's version is different from the parent's version, right? That is exactly how method overriding works. The child class takes a method from the parent class, keeps the same name and signature, but provides its own specific implementation. Let's see this in a code. Let me first create a class inside com.basic package. I name this class parent to make it clear that it is a parent class, parent. I create a method, public access modifier, void data type, show the name of the method, parentheses and curly braces. I want to print. This is the parent class, right? So now let's create a child class for this parent class. And to make it clear and readable, I name it child. The child class extends the parent class. I again write the same method, show. And here, look, I did something different. Instead of saying this is the parent class, I say this is the child class. Here, what I did, I overwrite the parent's show method in here, right? Now let's create an object, child c equal new child and parentheses and call it braces. Oh gosh, I thought that I'm creating a method. So, and semicolon. How to call it? C dot show. I'm calling the method. Let me save the program and run it. Let's see the outcome. Yes, this is the child class. Even though child inherited show from parent, it provided its own version. So when we call c.show in here, Java calls the child's version, not the parent's version. This is method overriding. The child's method overrides the parent's method. Method overriding is also known as runtime polymorphism because Java decides which version of the method to call at runtime time, not at compile time. This is a really powerful concept that we will explore more in the future videos. By the way, let's do a different method. For example, it's written type integer and we have two variable int a, int b, int a equals 2 and int b equals 3 semicolon, and here we want to have a return keyword e plus b and semicolon. Okay, in here e plus b, let's do the same thing in child class. or maybe let me first comment it. Let's just copy and paste it here. Okay, let's add our own parameters here, for example t and 3. Now let's run the program. Yeah, it's 5, right? Even if I comment this method which is in this child class, still we get the result as 2 plus 3, the result is 5. Now let's do something different. Now let's do the method overloading. Let's see, as a child class I want a plus b plus 1. In that soup recipe that I mentioned, I'm gonna add one more thing. Now let's run the program and see if the value is 6. Yeah, the value is 6. Although we have in the parent class e plus b, but here we have e plus b plus 1. So the Java programs go for the overriding method, which has one more implementation. So let's quickly compare overriding with overloading. Method overloading happens when the same class has the same method name, but it has different parameters, and it resolves at compile time, and it does not require inheritance. But in method overriding, it happens between parent and child classes with the same name method with the same parameters, and it resolves at runtime, and it requires inheritance. The key difference is simple. Overloading is about having multiple methods with the same name in the same class, while overriding is about a child class redefining a method it inherited from the parent class. So that is the method overriding in Java. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe the channel so you never miss a video.